Dr. Chavez, the convocation is assembled.
Y'all can be seated. Buenos dias. Good morning, everyone. It is so wonderful to see you all here for this amazing occasion. On behalf of the faculty of the Department of Mexican American and Latino Studies in the College of Liberal Arts, as well as the others in Latino Studies at UT, we welcome you to the 2025 MALS graduation ceremony. My name is Karma Chavez, and I am the chair of the department. And this year's graduation ceremony marks our 30th anniversary. Can you believe it? 30 years. As the academic unit at the University of Texas at Austin that centers the study of the lives, histories, and cultures of Mexican Americans and Latinos and educates students in those areas, we've partnered once again with the Center for Mexican American Studies to continue the tradition of hosting this graduation ceremony. Faculty and staff, family and friends of the graduates, I want you to fix your eyes on the class of 2025 and acknowledge the hard yet amazing work that they have done to get here. Students, you have earned degrees in the most unprecedented of times, facing hardships that no one before you has faced. Now it is your moment to be recognized by your community. I am convinced that before us are graduates that not only realize that Mexican American and Latino studies is a pivotal area of study that will prepare them to best grapple with the ongoing struggles and challenges that our communities are enduring in these difficult times. But they understand that to fulfill the university's mission in the world, Latinas and Latinos need to be at the center. Whatever path you have chosen to take after this weekend, we know that your knowledge, sense of social justice, and commitment to your communities will help shape this world into something better, because you've already been doing that work. Your degree will now enable you to multiply those efforts into the future. So at this time, I'd like you to turn your attention to the stage. This morning, I'd like to recognize our special guest, who's our marshal and distinguished colleague, Dr. Maggie Rivas Rodriguez. Beside me here are the accomplished MALS faculty, women and men who have taught these graduates when they were enlisted in their classes or under their supervision. They have listened to their concerns and guided them in making tough choices. Thank you, faculty. While my fine colleagues sitting before the students have been influential and formative in helping usher the graduates of 2025, those seated behind them, all of you, as parents, families, and friends of the students, have made all of this possible. You have granted us the privilege of having these students in our educational care for the past several years. You are so much of the reason why they have been successful. Students, will you please rise with me and give a round of applause to those who supported you? The graduation ceremony that brings us together today does not occur out of the blue. It's with the preparation and planning of a team of dedicated staff in Latino studies. I want to take a moment to acknowledge them because their labor is not invisible. I want to thank Sue Aldrich, Britt Varela, Gabby DeVille, Luis Guevara, Lauren Gomez, Monica Flores, Michael Lopez, and Natalia Chavarria for their work. They are the reason why our units run, while this event exists, and we thank them for their continued labor on behalf of the students. Thank you, staff. I'd now like to introduce our student speaker, Cesar Sepulveda. Woo! Yeah. Cesar is a Mexican-born individual from Monterrey, Nuevo León. He's a DACA recipient and has worked full-time night shifts, 40 hours a week, every day after school. He's the husband of Melody Luna and is also a poet and writer, and he makes us very proud. Say something.
Good morning. Good morning, fellow classmates. Good morning, staff, family, and friends. And good morning to the empty seats, to those who could not join us today, but are surely watching from above. Today is a beautiful day. My name is Cesar Sepulveda. A student, like everyone here, overcame the hardest of obstacles just to walk the stage. I was evading ICE. I was taking, my First Amendment right was taken away, along with a lot of us here. We have gone through so much stuff together. I'll be honest with you, I never thought I would be here. I let the voices of those who doubted me drown out the voices of those who believed in me. One of those voices that believed in me, louder than most, was Ms. Garcia Mata, a high school teacher who pushed me harder than anyone ever had. At a time when I didn't even plan to apply to UT, she insisted that I aim for the top percentage of my class. She made me promise, when you graduate UT, please invite me. But life, as it often does, tested me. COVID hit. Zoom classes started, and I was working 55 hours a week at the time. And without Ms. Garcia's voice, I doubted myself again. I dropped out of UT in 2021, telling myself that I wasn't meant for this. I lied to myself. I said that work was more important. But then, I met Melody Luna, not my wife. She became the voice I needed, that voice that saw value in me when I couldn't see it in myself. She pushed me to be the very best version of myself from day one. She understood what I wanted to accomplish and did not let me forget. Because of her, I found the strength to return. I got readmitted back to UT in 2023, nervous but ready. And just 1 week into my return, I sat down with someone on this very campus, a counselor, not from MALS, don't worry, whose job it was to help students like me. I sent him my schedule. I was working till 3:30 in the morning, and a few other things to brainstorm our plan to return to campus. And the first thing he said to me was this: quit school or quit work if you want to succeed. You are going to fail again if you don't. You will fail out of college. It's too much for you to handle. Wow. I left that meeting and sat in an empty room. The negative voices were louder. I lied to myself again. I asked myself, what am I even doing here? How could I be so stupid to even try? I had come back ready to prove something to myself, and once again, I was being told I couldn't do it. However, this time I had a stronger support group. I texted my wife sobbing. She was ready to fight this man. Let me tell you, she was angry at me. I emailed my therapist. She helped me remember to breathe and to remember my worth. Shout out to my therapist watching from the live stream. But most importantly, my support group was in MALS and Latino Studies. I emailed Luis Guevara, the advisor to all of us here, and the heart and soul of MALS. He instantly set up a meeting during his busy day and talked to me. He heard me and let me rant. He made me realize why I was back at UT and that it was not going to be easy, but my determination, like my fellow students here, is greater than any major. Luis was the reminder I needed that not everyone in higher education doubts you. Some are here to lift you. My 301 MALS professor, who is also here today, was also that reminder. She never doubted us. She pushed us to be the best possible in this major. Thank you, Professor Salazar. Like I said, I worked from 6:30 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. I got home around 4 in the morning. I slept only a few hours. I woke up at 10 a.m. for school every single day. I repeated that cycle for 2 years. I pushed myself the way Ms. Garcia had once pushed me, and I believed in myself the way Melody believes in me. And every semester since, I've sent that counselor my grades. He has yet to respond, but I hope he's okay, and I hope what he projected onto me has been healed. And now, as promised, I walk the stage today, and as promised, Ms. Garcia Mata is here, smiling down from the heavens. I carry her legacy on my shoulders and in my cap and gown. Speaking of legacy, today is Mother's Day in Mexico, and I completely forgot to buy her a gift. So I'm going to use this time and talk to her in her language. Mami, gracias por esas noches que no dormías, ayudándome en mis proyectos de ciencias. ¿Te acuerdas cuando no compraba los pósters? Ibas a la HB toda enojada, pero me los comprabas. Gracias por ser la única madre en mis juegos de fútbol cuando yo ni jugaba, estaba en la banca todo el tiempo. Gracias. Gracias por darme todo tu amor. Feliz Día de las Madres. Te quiero. Thank you to every mother, every grandmother, every aunt, Tia Pati, gracias, every cousin, Denise, Yossi, Sara, Jose, for being the silent architects of today's generation. You should be proud of your accomplishments for shaping each and every one of us. To my fellow classmates, my friends, I know each and every one of you is destined for a legacy that will never peak. You are strong, you are resilient, you have proven it here at the University of Texas, and I see you. We all see you. You are the future writers, artists, lawyers, teachers, leaders, actors, comedians. You are here for a reason. So when you hear the doubters, when you hear the voices that want you to fail, block them out. Prove only to yourself that you can. Listen only to the voices that love you. And I promise you, success will follow. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for inspiring each other. Thank you for being living proof of hope in our generation. Do not let anyone ever try to convince you otherwise. I want to close by showing my gratefulness to all. Thank you to everyone who organized this event. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you to the staff of MALS and Latino Studies for fighting for us every single day. Thank you to every voice of positivity sitting in the stands today and to those who watch from the heavens. Thank you deeply. And thank you to my father who knew I was destined for this. Thank you for loving me and reminding me every day just how lucky you are to have me as a son. And to the voices that push me forward, thank you for showing me what belief looks like. Because of you, I learned to stop listening to doubt and start listening to purpose. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. So now I'd like to introduce our special graduation speaker, Dr. Nora de Hoyos Comstock. She earned her PhD at the University of Texas at Austin in educational administration with an emphasis on community college management. And she holds a BA in history with a specialty in Latin America. Nora is an entrepreneur, business leader, and pioneer in utilizing social media. She built an online community for Latinas to provide a mechanism to share the social capital she and other Latinas had built. As a founder of Las Comadres para las Americas, she served as the organization's volunteer president and CEO since its inception until 2015 when she semi-retired. And if any of you know Nora, you know it was semi-retired. Nora's involvement in the Austin community includes election to a 6-year term as a member of the Austin Community College Board of Trustees, past chair of the Capital Area Workforce Development Board, the Long Center for Performing Arts, Economic Growth Business Incubator, Austin Chamber of Commerce, the Austin Museum of Art, Harvard Journal of Hispanic Policy, among many others. She volunteers for many local and national projects, and she is a big supporter of MALS, especially for La Tiendita, which is our pantry in the department. And we're really excited to have her speak to you today. So please join me in welcoming Nora.
Cesar is a hard act to follow. I'll do my best. Bienvenidos y qué gusto compartir esta ceremonia tan especial con ustedes. To the esteemed graduating class, to your proud familias, to the friends who have supported you along the journey, to the faculty and staff, felicidades. You are here today, graduates of one of the most prestigious universities in the world. Take a moment to truly let that sink in. Own this incredible achievement. Feel the success of your hard work, your dedication, and your resilience. Celebrate the milestone, not just for yourself, but as an inspiration to those who will follow in your footsteps. You are a role model. Be undeniably proud and aware of what you have accomplished and what it means not only for you, but for all of us. When one of us succeeds, we all benefit. I felt an overwhelming sense of excitement when I was asked to say a few words to you about your future on this momentous occasion. This time felt different because at 80 years young, I have finally clearly heard my inner voice. My hope for you is that it doesn't take you as long. Finding your voice, your North Star, and I have a North Star for each of you. Don't leave without it. It's a journey of self-discovery. So what is my voice? What is your voice? I want you to understand that it took me 80 years and this morning to understand what stood in my way of accepting my uniqueness, of accepting my inner voice. I got in my own way. I'm suggesting you don't let that happen to you, because it begins with accepting your unique self. There is only one you. Embrace that uniqueness and make the most of it. While some might call it greatness, Stephen Covey, for example, I prefer to see it as recognizing your inherent specialness, the extraordinary, unique individual you are. Don't deny it, okay? Don't do what I did. Look in the mirror and say every morning, and maybe at night too, I am unique. I am special. Some discover their voice early, but for many, it is a lifelong exploration, perhaps because we don't initially grasp the profound meaning that voice brings to our lives. I remember constantly asking, what is the meaning of life? What am I supposed to do? And how do I get there? And on my way to discovering my voice, I did the things that gave meaning to my life. I looked for activities, learnings, involvement that felt right. There is an inner voice that guides you. When the direction is right or when it isn't, you know it. You also know when it is you. You also know when it is. You know that feeling, and it leads to finding your voice. But expressing your voice still takes practice and preparation. Information, facts, figures, stories, history allows you to speak your inner voice with confidence and makes others listen, even if they don't agree, and they don't have to. You might be upset by things you hear presented that are not accurately representing our community or a given situation, but you don't have the words or facts to back up the response. Then you must get the information needed to build the case. The sooner you are prepared to respond to inaccurate or biased information, the sooner we can get to finding solutions to these challenges. That is what your education is about, that preparation. And believe it or not, it never stops. Continuing education, that is a requirement today. Frequently, I have felt our Latinx community is invisible. We are invisible to the people in power except when they want to see us. But I also realized that we often don't demand what we need or deserve. Too many times we accept the status quo, maybe out of fear of reprisal or because we don't think we can change things. Either way, we lose. Finding and using our voice individually and collectively is a path to visibility and inclusion. Our community needs your voice. Your education has prepared you for leadership. It's time for you to be present, to be seen, to witness. This requires your active participation. This means you make time to attend events, business, social, political, to be seen, to be heard. You must represent our community. Connect with those making decisions that affect us. Often, in my experience, I was the only Latina person in the room. When I asked, why do I not see other Latinos or Latinas, the response was invariably, we invited them. I came to realize that many of us often don't attend these events because we anticipate feeling uncomfortable and unwelcome, or feeling that somehow our presence will be used in a way that does not serve us. That might be the case, but one builds presence and reputation and leadership by showing up and participating, being presente. We are invisible when we are not present. When you decide to participate in an event where you might feel like an outsider, consider inviting someone to go with you. Then you won't be alone. This strategy works, plus you have someone to discuss the experience with. Today, there is an imperative call to leadership. We, as Latinx, Mexican American, Latino, Latina, are a powerful and growing force in Texas and across the nation. We are the largest non-white population, and demographically, the future is undeniably ours. But potential alone is not enough. We must act and lead into the future. For too long, we have been called the sleeping giant. It's way past time to waken that giant. Many have called for action, and while our numbers are vast, we still lack the unified, acknowledged leadership that can galvanize our collective power. We remember giants like Cesar Chavez and the 96-year-old Dolores Huerta, Energizer Bunny, and many others, tireless advocates whose energy seemed boundless. Yet the urgency they championed did not always translate into widespread and sustained action. Our power lies in our people, you, in our numbers, our economic influence, and our votes, our collective voice. Yet we do not wield our voting power, especially in local elections where decisions resonate most deeply within our communities, shaping our daily lives and influencing state and national policies. We have the power to elect those who represent our needs at every level, yet we don't. With our numbers, we can win nearly any race we choose to vote in. Just think what that would mean. The economic impact of our community is undeniable. By this year, 2025, the U.S. Latinx GDP is projected to reach a staggering $4.1 trillion. You know what that is? That's 4 followed by 12 zeros. Positioning it as the 5th largest economy in the world. This remarkable growth is fueled by our expanding population and our significant contributions to labor, entrepreneurship, and consumption. This is concrete power, and we don't use it. I encourage you about ways to think about how to build and use our people and economic power to take advantage of the enormous opportunities available in this country and internationally. I have a few strategies, tools, and behaviors to share that I have found effective in building my voice, that I believe can help us collectively create meaningful change. The key word is collectively. If just a few of us use these and other strategies, there will be no change. It's the numbers that make the difference. Build your networks. Find your support. Ask them to amplify the message. We are all influencers on social media. Use your influence for good. Be discerning about where you lend your presence and support. When you consider attending a conference or an event, take a moment to look at the lineup of speakers, presenters, performers. If you notice a glaring absence of Latina voices or other diverse voices, don't hesitate to ask the conveners why. Let them know that the lack of representation is the reason you will not participate, and make it clear that you will be sharing your decision, your reasoning through your available communication channels. Today's social media amplifies your voice. Our absence from programming should speak volumes to the producers. No Latina, no go. Also, you could suggest, but something, help them out a little bit by suggesting names of people they could have invited, or maybe might invite the next time. Experts, speakers, who would have added representation and perspective. Tell the conveners you're happy to help. Examine the masthead of the publications you read or subscribe to. Are there Latina or diverse perspective represented? If not, reach out to the editors and ask why a publication that seeks your readership offers no reflection of your community or your community's viewpoint. Inform them that unless you see tangible change, you will be unsubscribing and sharing your reasons across social media. The same principle applies to television programs, movies, advertisements from companies seeking your patronage. Conversely, actively support and share the movies, companies, and products that do champion diverse representation. Do your research. Don't consistently, mindlessly, buy from a company that does not espouse your values. When a company or production excludes us, or they support actions against humanity or specific communities, let them know you are choosing a competitor or opting out entirely because our inclusion and our lives matter. They use their wealth and income against us, and we let them. We encourage them when we buy from them. Money talks, and they can ignore us if we're not paying attention. Make your voice heard in the public sphere. Write or speak up at rallies and legislative hearings about the issues that are critical to our community. Let your elected officials know your stance and your active involvement in driving change. Encourage your peers, your familia, and your friends to do the same. Our collective voices can create a powerful chorus that cannot be ignored. We must be seen and heard. Look around for potential candidates for office you can support, or consider running yourselves. If our community's needs and viewpoints are consistently overlooked, take on the challenge and step up into that arena. Or when a qualified Latino, Latina individual takes that courageous leap, offer your unwavering support. They need our help. And our involvement cannot end at the ballot box. After we engage our leaders, we must remain engaged, offering guidance and ensuring they stay true to the needs and aspirations of our community. We can't let them be co-opted by those whose plans undermine our community. We must both watch and support these officials as they do their job, or we can replace them. Also, do not be afraid to ask for help or offer it when you see someone struggling. Even if you're not the one who can help, you might know someone who can. And just offering support or asking, "How may I help you?" in a sincere and caring way will do wonders for the person in that situation. Also, examine your own biases. When you feel negativity towards someone or something, delve into the reasons. Why? The reasons why. Could jealousy be a factor? Study your reactions and make conscious changes that align with your goals. Don't let that get in your way. Be strategic. Analyze what approach will yield the best results. Acting out of anger or impulsivity frequently closes doors. I have often pondered whether the Black Lives Matter movement might have garnered even greater support and less antagonism if the phrase had been, when Black Lives Matter, all lives will matter. Words carry immense power. Be mindful of them. As I mentioned earlier, take the time to think and prepare before speaking out, ensuring your voice is heard, not ignored. Make friends instead of enemies and allies to succeed, because creating a power base will be quicker when we don't try to do it alone. As you navigate this world, always be welcoming. A simple smile speaks volumes. Didn't I tell you to smile when you were walking in the room? I have witnessed individuals attend events solely to network for personal gain, overlooking the value of every person present. Never make anyone feel unimportant. Cultivate the ability to truly listen and engage with everyone you encounter. This makes them feel important, and likely they will remember you. And be inclusive. Invite all to join you. And last but not least, ask yourself, what would mom, dad, or another significant person in your life do in a specific situation? While the wisdom of others can inform your actions, ultimately, the choice is yours. Shaped by your unique perspective, learn to trust your instincts. They will serve you well. And as you do, remember that you are not powerless, and our community possesses significant leverage, and it's time we wield it consciously and strategically out loud. Don't be a mindless participant in the world around you. Think deeply about the power of your choices, your voice, especially our economic power, when you spend your money. Remind yourselves and others that we are a vital force, and our numbers and our economic power are our secret weapon. We need to harness it. Graduates, the power to shape our future lies within each and every one of you. Armed with your education, your heritage, and a better understanding of our collective strength, you are ready to be the change you wish to see. And that is badly needed. Go forth, be mindful, be vocal, be strategic, be involved, and never underestimate the power of your voice, your actions. Your voice matters. Go out there and use it. El futuro es nuestro. Adelante.
Thank you, Doctora. So at this time, these Austin allergies. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Danielle Cleland and Dr. Rachel Gonzalez-Martin, who are going to share the task of reading the statements that you've written. And now we will address you graduates. So, Dr. Cleland, Dr. Gonzalez.
Good morning, graduates. Good morning, families. César Alfredo Sepúlveda, Bachelor of Arts, MALS Distinguished Graduate, major in Mexican American and Latino Studies, minor in Sociology. Cesar would like to dedicate this moment to those in attendance and those who could not be here today, starting with his wife, Melody Luna, who he proposed to here on campus. He married her last February on Valentine's Day. He would like to thank his father, Fernando, who is present today and has always believed in him, reminding Cesar he was destined for greatness. He also extends heartfelt thanks to his brother Coche, Jorge Hernando, his tia Patti, his cousins, his mother Rosario, his father-in-law Victor, mother-in-law Sabrina, and his new siblings, Romeo, Sarina, and Kenzie. Cesar is deeply grateful to the professors and teachers who have been mentors throughout this journey. They have all shaped Cesar's life in many ways, and he is forever grateful. Congratulations. Linda Giselle Alvarado, Bachelor of Arts, MALS Distinguished Graduate, major Mexican American and Latino Studies, minor Latino Media Arts and Studies. Linda thanks her family for supporting her journey in higher education. This includes her parents, Marisela Ortega and Pedro Alvarado, her brother, Diego Alvarado, her padrino, Ramón Alvarado, her tíos, Jesús Chuy Alvarado, and Rogelio Chapo Alvarado Jr., and her tías, Yanira Talamantes, Aida Garcia, Selenis Alvarado, and Juanita Blanco Alvarado. She hopes her achievements inspire her younger cousins, Abby, Melanie, Natalie, JJ, Sincere, Noah, Zara, and Arisabela. She also thanks her hometown friends and her best friends for their constant support. Gracias a sus abuelas, Melania Ortega y Marcelina Alvarado, y a su abuelo, Rogelio Alvarado, por su amor y apoyo incondicional, y su abuelo, Artemio Ortega, y a su tío, Artemio Ortega Jr., quienes las cuidan desde el cielo. Que descanse en paz. Alejandra Arroyo, Bachelor of Arts, major Health and Society, minor Anthropology, certificate Forensic Science. Durante su tiempo en la universidad, Alejandra tuvo el honor de trabajar con el Instituto Latino de Investigaciones como asistente de investigación. Aquí conoció a muchas personas quienes la apoyaron durante su jornada como estudiante. Después de graduarse, Alejandra espera seguir trabajando como asistente de investigación o explorar sus intereses en una carrera de médica forense. Y no le da miedo. Alejandra es orgullosamente la hija de Oscar Arroyo y María González. Es la primera persona en su familia graduándose de la universidad y no será la última, ya que espera que sus hermanos Sandra, Vanessa y Damián la miren como ejemplo y sepan que sí se puede. María Piedra Castillo, Bachelor of Arts, major in Government, major Rhetoric and Writing, minor Mexican American and Latino Studies, certificate in Bridging Disciplines Program, Public Policy. María es la hija de María Guadalupe Castillo y José Isabel Piedra. Nació en Zacatecas, México, y creció en Carthage, Texas. Durante sus estudios en la Universidad de Texas en Austin, fue mentora de los First Gen Longhorns y recibió reconocimiento por sus contribuciones al programa. Además, participó en la beca de investigación J.J. Pickles y en el programa de honores de retórica y escritura. Después de graduarse, María planea estudiar para ser abogada. Está profundamente agradecida con su familia y reconoce que no estaría donde está hoy sin sus sacrificios. Alfredo Chavarria Jr., Bachelor of Fine Arts, major Design, minor Mexican American and Latino Studies. Alfredo would like to thank his family, friends, and loved ones for all their support. He could not have achieved the goal of graduating from the University of Texas without them. Alfredo also thanks the faculty and staff that guided him over the years. Alfredo will miss UT, but he looks forward to the next stage of his life and the opportunities to come. Xiomara Lisette Cosino, Bachelor of Science, major Environmental Science, minor Mexican American and Latino Studies. Para su proyecto final, Xiomara condujo un análisis geoquímico del acuífero Edwards. Usando muestras del resorte Barton, investigó las diferencias en minerales y cómo estos minerales afectan la infiltración del agua subterránea. Después de graduarse, trabajará para una empresa de licencias y permisos para energía solar. Le gustaría agradecer a su mentor, Jeff Watson, quien le ayudó a realizar su proyecto. Le gustaría también agradecer a su familia por su apoyo durante sus estudios. Ava Isabela de Alba, Bachelor of Science, major Psychology, minor Mexican American and Latino Studies, certificate in Forensic Science. The University of Texas at Austin had been Ava's goal since she was a girl. Getting here was an achievement in itself, but learning to stand on her own as a first-generation student became the real milestone. Leaving home and family wasn't easy, but it pushed Ava to grow in ways she hadn't expected. Over time, she found her footing and learned to trust herself. The past few years went by quickly, but they were full of moments that shaped her into someone more confident and capable. Ava is leaving UT with more than just a degree. She's leaving with pride in how far she's come and an idea of who she will be. Congratulations. Randy Gangoy Duncan, Bachelor of Science, major Radio, Television, and Film, minor in Spanish. While at the University of Texas at Austin, Randy worked with the Latino Research Institute, contributing to research that explored the experiences and needs of Latino populations across Texas. This role sharpened his communication skills and affirmed his commitment to using media and research to foster understanding and advocate for equity. His Spanish minor further enabled him to engage more deeply with the communities he served. Following graduation, Randy will begin an internship in college ministry, where he looks forward to mentoring students and supporting their spiritual and personal growth. He sees this chapter as an extension of his desire to listen, encourage, and walk alongside others during pivotal moments in life. Whether through film, faith, or research, Randy is passionate about creating space for meaningful conversations and authentic connection. He hopes to continue using his voice and skills to serve others and share stories that inspire and unite. Congratulations. Isabela Sofia Estrada, Bachelor of Arts, MALS Honors, major Mexican American and Latino Studies, major Race, Indigeneity, and Migration, minor in Law and Justice and Society, minor in History, and minor in Government. Isabela is proud to have successfully completed her studies at the University of Texas at Austin. She plans to take a year off from school to focus on applying to law schools during the upcoming admissions cycle. During this time, she hopes to work and spend quality time with her friends and family. Isabela is grateful for the unwavering support she has received from her parents, family, friends, and the faculty in the Department of Mexican American and Latino Studies. She looks forward to your continued love and support as she embarks on her next chapter. Chantel Gonzalez, Bachelor of Fine Arts, major in Theater and Dance, minor in Mexican American and Latino Studies, minor in Law, Justice, and Society. Chantel is immensely grateful for the opportunity to attend the University of Texas at Austin, an experience that has shaped her in ways she will carry for a lifetime. She would like to thank the people who made this journey possible, her family, friends, and loved ones. Raised in a home that instilled the love for learning, she is especially proud to honor her heritage as a Latina and recognize the power in studying her culture. Chantel extends heartfelt gratitude to her professors, mentors, peers, whose encouragement carried her through. Most of all, she honors her family, whose values of hard work, perseverance, and love have been the foundation of all she's achieved. Their sacrifices have made this milestone possible. This achievement is not hers alone. It reflects the unwavering support and guidance of those who stood beside her. Chantel is, above all, endlessly thankful. Maya Isabela Guerra, Bachelor of Arts, Liberal Arts Honors, major in Government, minor in Mexican American and Latino Studies. Maya would like to thank her family, friends, and loved ones for all their support. She could not have achieved the goal of graduating from the University of Texas without them. Maya also thanks the faculty and staff that guided her over the years. Maya will miss UT, but looks forward to the next stage of her life and the opportunities to come. Jennifer Alexis Guerrero, Bachelor of Arts, major in International Relations and Global Studies, minor in Mexican American and Latino Studies, minor in Portuguese. Jennifer feels immense gratitude for her time at the University of Texas at Austin. She would like to thank her family. To her auntie and her tias, thank you for always supporting me throughout my journey. To her grandparents, your love has always lifted me up. To her precious siblings, you are the ones I can count on to make me laugh when the world feels like it's ending. To her mom and dad, I will never have enough words to express the gratitude for everything you have done for me and the love I have for you. I could not have done this without you. This accomplishment is your success, just as much as it is mine. I love you all so much. Thank you for having me in your lives. Kiara Michelle Huichapa, Bachelor of Arts and Sciences, major Astronomy, minor Mexican American and Latino Studies. At the University of Texas at Austin, Kiara served as chair of the Mexican American Culture Committee under Campus Events and Entertainment, where she found joy in celebrating and expressing cultural identity. She also worked as an orientation advisor, welcoming thousands of new Longhorns to campus. Earning her degree in astronomy brings her one step closer to her lifelong dream of working at NASA and becoming a role model for young Latinas who aspire to pursue STEM careers. Kiara is grateful for her experience with the Department of Mexican American and Latino Studies, which has helped her better understand and connect with the communities she hopes to support and uplift. Kiara thanks her family and friends, who have become her greatest support system, for their constant love and encouragement. She wouldn't be here without each and every one of you. And to anyone chasing a dream, keep going, for even stars take time to shine. Anthony Larraga, Bachelor of Arts, major Mexican American and Latino Studies, major Government, minor Business and Public Policy, minor Law, Justice, and Society. Anthony would like to dedicate this message to his family and friends who have never given up on him and pushed him to succeed. He will never forget the sacrifices made by his parents who came from Mexico to the U.S. in hopes of a better life. Without their love and support, he wouldn't be walking this stage. Even though they tell him, "Don't do this for us, do it for you," he can't help but feel that this is for them, to thank them for the sacrifices made. To his brothers and sisters, thank you for dealing with his younger sibling tendencies. Thank you for listening to him when no one else could. Thank you for reminding him that life shouldn't be taken for granted and to enjoy life to the fullest.
Alexis Esperanza Martinez, Bachelor of Arts, MALS Distinguished Graduate, major Mexican American and Latino Studies, major Psychology. Alexis would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to the faculty and staff in the Department of Mexican American and Latino Studies for welcoming her with open arms and for giving her a place to call home on this giant campus. A special thanks goes to her mentor, Dr. Rachel Gonzalez Martin, for giving her a chance and believing in her potential. Alexis also thanks her family, especially her mom, dad, sister, and grandma, for their unconditional love and constant encouragement. She also thanks her partner, Chris, who has witnessed every high and low since their freshman year. His steady presence and unrelenting support made all the difference. She is glad to have gone through everything with you. Paula J. Mendoza, Bachelor of Science, major, Neuroscience, minor, Mexican American and Latino Studies. Paula gives all thanks to God for lighting her path and walking beside her through every challenge. This moment is dedicated to her parents, family, and friends whose love, prayers, and unwavering support carried her through every step of this journey. Paula is especially grateful to her mentors and professors for believing in her potential when she doubted herself and for pushing her to grow beyond what she thought possible. Your support made her feel seen, capable, and inspired. Quiere agradecer sinceramente a sus padres por cada sacrificio, cada palabra de aliento y cada abrazo en momentos de duda. Su esfuerzo y amor incondicional son el cemento de este logro. Este título es tan suyo como de ella. Paula los ama con todo su ser, con orgullo en sus raíces y gratitud en el corazón. Paula celebra este logro como el comienzo de algo aún más grande. Verónica Moreno, Bachelor of Arts, major, Government, minor, Mexican American and Latino Studies. Born in Mexico and raised in Texas, Veronica has dedicated her academic journey to education, social justice, and community empowerment. During her time at the University of Texas at Austin, she worked to amplify the voices of marginalized communities through research and advocacy. Verónica agradece profundamente a sus padres, quienes, a pesar de no haber tenido acceso a una educación formal, trabajaron incansablemente para brindarle las oportunidades que ellos no tuvieron. Este logro es un testamento de su esfuerzo, amor y sacrificio. Ailema Tlamantina Ortiz, Bachelor of Arts, major, Sustainability Studies, minor, Mexican American and Latino Studies. Ailema has had an incredible time here at the 40 Acres and is extremely grateful to the faculty and staff that have made an everlasting impact on her life and future career. She's excited to go out into the world and find a job where she can express her immense amount of creativity and passion for sustainability. Ailema quiere agradecer a sus padres, hermanos, pareja y por último, pero no menos importante, a su tía Ofelia, que en paz descanse, por todos los esfuerzos que ha logrado aquí en la universidad. Sin su amor y apoyo, no estaré aquí hoy y les está muy agradecida. Sus padres siempre le decían, sí se pueda, y míralo ahora, sí se pudo. Gabriela Pérez Rivera, Bachelor of Arts, major, Spanish, minor, Mexican American and Latino Studies. Los últimos 3 años fueron completamente dedicados para mi familia. Mi educación es demostración para las futuras generaciones sobre el poder de los latinos en las universidades. No solo aprendí más sobre el mundo, pero sobre mi historia. Siempre me acordaré que los sueños no tienen fronteras y hay que ponerse las pilas para tener éxito. Para mis padres que llegaron con nada, les entrego todo. Adiós, UT. Aide Isabel Ramos, Bachelor of Science, major, Communication Studies, minor, Mexican American and Latino Studies. While at the University of Texas at Austin, Aide was recognized on the Dean's List 6 times, earned university honors 6 times, and was named a College Scholar twice, an award given to the top 20% of students in each college. She's been involved in organizations such as She's the First, Minority Women Pursuing Law, and Kappa Delta Chi sorority. She has also held several leadership positions, including Community Engagement Officer for She's the First, as well as Vice President, Historian, and Sisterhood Chair for Kappa Delta Chi. She plans to continue her education by attending law school in the fall 2026 with the goal of becoming an immigration attorney. Aide would like to thank her friends and family, especially her parents, for their unwavering support throughout her college journey. Without their love and encouragement, she would not be here today, graduating as a proud first-generation college student. Gustavo Alonso Ramos Reyes, Bachelor of Arts, major International Relations and Global Studies, major Sociology. Gustavo wants to thank everyone he worked with at the Department of Mexican American and Latino Studies, and especially everyone at the Latino Research Institute. Gustavo is deeply grateful to the people at the LRI who guided him and taught him so much, his former and current supervisors, Daisy, Laura, Nelly, and Crisia. Gustavo quiere agradecer a toda su familia quienes lo han ayudado a ser la persona que es y quienes son una parte muy importante de su vida. Sobre todo, Gustavo quiere agradecer a sus hermanos, a Gael y Natalie, a quienes quiere mucho y que siempre va a tratar de ayudar en lo que necesitan. Y finalmente a sus papás, Gustavo Ramos y bailarina Reyes, quienes lo han apoyado toda la vida, quienes le permitieron irse a estudiar en Austin, irse de intercambio a Madrid, dándole la confianza y herramientas para vivir nuestras experiencias y convertirse en una persona más independiente. Gustavo los quiere mucho y le agradece por todo. America Yalile Ramirez, Bachelor of Arts, major Human Ecology, minor Mexican American and Latina Studies. The journey of a first-generation student, a Mexican American, and oldest daughter is not easy. With obstacles set up at the start line, being able to see the end of the journey is one of the best feelings in the world. These past 4 years have been a difficult journey, but America is proud of the results that have come out of these efforts. However, she cannot take credit for this effort without the support of friends, but most importantly, from the support of family. Mamá y papá, quiero que sepan que sus sacrificios y esfuerzos valieron la pena, que el sueño que estaba esperando ver se ha hecho realidad. A mis hermanos, ustedes son mi motivación para ser mejor. Ustedes son la luz de mi vida y no podría haber hecho esto sin ustedes. Los quiero mucho con todo mi alma y les estaré eternamente agradecido por su fe en mí. Jacqueline Ricalde Venegas, Bachelor of Arts, major Portuguese, minor Mexican American and Latino Studies. Jacqueline quiere decirle felicidades a todos los estudiantes de la clase de 2025. Quiere darle las gracias a su familia por estar aquí con ella en este día. Ella estará eternamente agradecida con sus padres por su amor, su apoyo y por enseñarle a siempre echarle ganas. También le da las gracias a sus hermanas por haberle dado la confianza para enfrentar sus miedos y recordarle que puede llegar muy lejos. Hay personas que no pueden estar aquí, pero ellos están en su corazón y sabe que de lejos le están echando porras. También le mando un agradecimiento a sus profesores de la Universidad de Texas y los profesores de la Universidad Federal de São João del Rei por orientarle y darle el apoyo necesario para completar su bachillerato. Jackie les manda decir que no lo podría haber logrado sin ninguno de los mencionados. Por último, le da las gracias a su mamá y su papá por ponerla a hacer tarea hasta en las vacaciones. Nati Roman, Bachelor of Arts, MALS Distinguished Graduate, major Mexican American and Latino Studies, certificate Digital Humanities. Natividad's grandmother, Consuelo de la Garza, who was never able to pursue her dream of being a doctor, used to tell her 11 children, "Te pueden quitar todo, pero nunca te podrían quitar la educación." Today, Nati passes on this lesson to her daughters, Estrella and Aurora, and hopes that walking across this stage will forever be an inspiration to them and a reminder to never give up when things get hard. She hopes to continue to make her children and her ancestors proud. Cerise Abigail Saucedo, Bachelor of Arts, MALS Honors, Major, Mexican-American and Latino Studies. Cerise Saucedo is a Mexican-American queer woman from the mountains and sunsets of El Paso, Texas. Now she is a graduate of the University of Texas at Austin. She would like to thank her family, friends, those with her today, every day, those at home and in her heart. How many people does it take to earn a bachelor's degree? Too many. It takes a village. Thank you to her village. Sharing this moment with you is the cherry on top. Thank you, in all caps. To the incredible Department of Mexican American and Latino Studies, Doctors Maria Cotera, C.J. Alvarez, Wanda Hernandez, Lilia Rosas, and the legendary Luis Guevara. You are all the reasons Cerise felt at home and completely inspired during her time here. This degree, what it taught her, the people it brought her to, are gifts, and so is today. To the class of 2025, in the words of her mom and many parents, "Mija, you did it. I'm proud of you." Madeline Grace Vacanti, Bachelor of Science, Major, Psychology, Minor, Mexican American and Latino Studies, Minor, Women's and Gender Studies. Madeline extends heartfelt appreciation for the faculty and staff in the Department of Mexican American and Latino Studies. They provided community, cultural pride, and support through the past 4 years. Madeline would also like to show her deepest gratitude to her family, Mom, Dad, Sophia, Eva, Isaiah, and Aunt Mary Jane. They have provided her unconditional love and support that she never takes for granted. Finally, Madeline would like to mention her grandparents, Ernest and Josephine. Madeline feels honored to have learned their stories and carried their heritage forward. She hopes she's making them proud today and every day. Alejandra Yanez Vadillo, Bachelor of Arts, MALS Distinguished Graduate, Major, Mexican American and Latino Studies, Major, Health and Society, Minor, Philosophy. Alejandra Vadillo es de Crete, Nebraska, hija de inmigrantes y la primera en su familia en graduarse de la universidad, recorriendo con mucho esfuerzo y corazón para lograr sus metas. Durante su tiempo en la Universidad de Texas en Austin, Alejandra se comprometió con su formación académica en la investigación para mejorar sus comunidades. Fue 3 veces campeona nacional como parte de Texas Speech, donde aprendió el valor de expresar lo que cree con pasión y convicción. Hoy Alejandra no solo celebra un título, sino todo lo que representa. El sacrificio de su familia, su preservación y el apoyo de quienes caminaron a su lado. Agradecer profundamente a sus abuelos, Héctor y María Lafón, mamá, Alma García, amistades, profesoras y mentoras. Gracias a todos ellos, su vida solo está comenzando y está emocionada por todo lo que viene. Melina Zavala, Bachelor of Arts, major Latin American Studies, minor Mexican American and Latino Studies. Melina Zavala es la hija de Juana Morán, hermana de Miguel Zavala y dueña de Monte, su gatita quien se ha desvelado junto a ella en sus estudios. Su tiempo en la Universidad de Texas en Austin ha respaldado su amor de aprendizaje y desea seguir en la academia. Como la primera de su familia en graduarse de la universidad, le gustaría agradecer a todos los que han amado y apoyado en este éxito. A pesar que su nombre en su título demuestra el esfuerzo personal de Melina, no sería posible sin los que han estado ahí ayudando. Familia, profesoras, personal, amigas. Melina he emprendido mucho en su tiempo en UT, pero lo más importante después del conocimiento de su gente es la importancia de comunidad. En estos tiempos tenemos que recordar los que nos rodean y depender el uno del otro para salir adelante. Como la activista Alicia Escalante dijo, para recuperar nuestros derechos de libertad y de oportunidad tenemos que permanecer unidos. McKenna Golan, Bachelor of Arts, major in Government, minor in Mexican American and Latino Studies, certificate in Spanish for Business Professionals. McKenna would like to thank her family, friends, and her UT community for this achievement.
How about another round of applause? So now you've graduated, so you know that thing that's on the side of your head? Yours is on the right. Let's move it to the left. Yeah. So this concludes our ceremony, but it's also only the beginning. We wish you so much luck as you go forward, and you know you always have a home here, right, with us. I'd like to thank you all for being here with us for this celebration, and we'd like to continue celebrating, and so we invite you to our reception in the ballroom upstairs, and there's going to be volunteers outside who will direct you there. We ask everyone to remain seated until the faculty and the students have recessed. And one last thing, graduates, before you go, just remember who you are, remember where you've been, and remember to set your sights wherever you want to go, because you can do it. The world is yours, and we look forward to seeing all of your successes in the future. Congratulations, class of 2025. So Professor Rivas Rodriguez will lead the students, and then the faculty will exit, and then all of you can go as well, as soon as we get the mace off here. Thank you, Maggie.